Good morning from Florida. I am so happy that we are here and waking up in Disney. Like, waking up in Florida is just like the best feeling ever. Like, you just wake up that first day of vacation, you have the whole day and the whole trip ahead. There's just something so magical and so special about it. I love it. So today I have some really exciting plans. We are all getting ready right now in the room, and we're actually going to go ahead and head over to Magic Kingdom. Very appropriate park for your first full day of vacation, I would say. And I am going to be meeting up with my amazing friend Nicole, Sparkly Nicole. It's gonna be so nice. I'm looking forward to getting to catch up with her and chat, and she's always one of those just amazing, inspirational people in my life. So it's always special when we get to spend this time together. I got my Disney shirt on, my Minnie Mouse shirt, and I'm just sitting here on the golf course early morning. I haven't seen any golfers though yet, so I'm waiting for them to come by. Here's a view from our balcony this morning. You can actually see the tees right here where you would tee off for this hole. I want to know what hole we're on, but then there's this massive sand trap, and then I can't see the hole, but it's down that way somewhere. I like really want to go out and play. Into the bubble, here we go. When should we start? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Hello. Okay, it is the next day, and so I want to go ahead and kind of film a little bit of an intro, or like, what I want to call it, like a narration of the vlog from yesterday, because yesterday was so much fun, and I kind of just filmed like some random clips here and there when I was in Magic Kingdom. So I wanted to kind of give like a whole overview of the day, because it was like the most perfect day. I got to hang out with my friend Nicole and her husband Jim a little bit later in the day there, and we just had the best time. Nicole is such a wonderful person in my life. She is so sweet and so inspirational, and we just chatted the entire day away. Just every single time we were in line and just everything, it was just so nice to be able to catch up, and, you know, one of those just great moments with a great friend, to just be able to chat the day away. So yeah, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit more about all the fun things that we did yesterday, and I will go ahead and kind of like insert some of the clips that I had from the day. So we got to the Polynesian, and then I went ahead, caught the monorail, and went over to Magic Kingdom to meet up with Nicole. Okay, so now I'm here at the Polynesian. My parents and grandparents are going to eat here at Captain Cook's this morning. So I'm getting on the monorail right now to go over and meet up with Nicole at Magic Kingdom. She just texted me that she is on Main Street right now, so I'm so excited to see her. This is gonna be a really fun morning. And here, everyone always loves, look at this, all that beautiful Polynesian lush greens. One of my favorite resorts.
To our new passengers, aloha and welcome aboard. For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey. Our next stop is the Magic Kingdom. For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey and stay clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no smoking, please.
Instantly, we were on Main Street, and we got to see one of the brand new citizens of Main Street USA, Will Help Ya, and he was awesome and a lot of fun to get to talk to and interact with. The citizens of Main Street, they are just so comical, and it was hilarious to like watch them interacting with the guests and everybody coming in. That was really cool. So from there, we went to our very first attraction, which was the People Mover. I love the People Mover so much. Nicole loves it too, so that was like a perfect first ride to just get to, like, you know, go around and just talk and relax, and that was amazing. So we did People Mover, and then we got off and did Buzz Lightyear, and that was super fun because Nicole has been able to several times on the ride max out and get like the 999,999 points, which I've always, if you've seen my past vlogs, when I'm on Buzz Lightyear, I'm always like, how do people do that? Like, I've never been able to figure that out. And so Nicole was giving me like some of the pointers and saying like, okay, so you want to, you know, get this thing, and you want to go ahead and get the spaceship with the Zurg in it, you need to get the bottom of that. And so she was like giving me all the pointers all throughout, and I was like, oh, okay, there we go. And so I can see now how, because like just hitting it one time, like if you know where those certain targets are, it can give you like 100,000 points. And so you just need to hit it, you know, a couple times in a row, and you can be like well on your way to being able to max out. So that was really cool. This is Instagram stories with Nicole. Okay, didn't max out, but this is the best score I've ever gotten. Thank you, Nicole.
You're a planetary pilot.
Oh, yay! I don't even know if I've ever gotten this good before. And look at you, you like did amazing, even though you were like half the time helping me and Instagram storying. You're the professional over here.
Should we go again?
So then from there, we wanted to go back around again on Buzz Lightyear, but the line had jumped from being like, we waited maybe not even 15 minutes to, it was then up to 50 minutes. So we tried to get a fast pass and we couldn't get like the times to coordinate good for it. So we ended up leaving Tomorrowland and we went over to Ariel's Undersea Adventure, another favorite dark ride of mine. So we rode that. We're no longer stuck with Flotsam and Jetsam. From there, what did we do next? Oh, we went over to Haunted Mansion, which I always love Haunted Mansion. That is such a classic in Magic Kingdom. I was telling Nicole, I think Haunted Mansion is my favorite ride in all of Magic Kingdom. I think, yeah, it really is. I don't know, I love like Mine Train and Big Thunder too, but like classic Disney rides, I love something about Haunted Mansion. And it's crazy though, because it always comes down to, for me, like Haunted Mansion and Pirates, but I like Pirates more, but I like the Disneyland version of Pirates more. So here in Florida, I love Haunted Mansion. It's just how it goes. Haunted Mansion is one of those rides that every time I ride it, I notice something different. I notice different things. So that's always fun for me. And it was so nice. We just got to like hang out, you know, and the whole time we were in line, we were just like chatting away and all that, which is always amazing. So then after we rode Haunted Mansion, oh, and in Haunted Mansion, they now have the new photo pass that as you're going through, it's the room. Like when I saw this online, for some reason, I thought that they would take your picture in the end scene when you have the hitchhiking ghost in the mirror. Like for some reason, I thought that's where the photo pass would be, but no, it's actually in one of the very first scenes when you're coming down the hallway with all the paintings on the wall and the lightning flashes and it like makes the paintings light up, it makes them scary. It's actually right there. So it's the very like the end painting that looks like Medusa, that's where the photo pass is. So it's like really kind of comical because like if you don't know that it's there, a lot of the pictures that I've seen people post on Instagram and everything, everyone has just like that blank straight face because you're not expecting it. So it's pretty funny, but we were like, we knew it was coming because we had kind of researched that ahead of time. So we were like trying to like be ready to smile. So that was really funny. So then after Haunted Mansion, we went to Pirates of the Caribbean and got to ride that one, my other classic in Magic Kingdom.
What may I offer for these hearty heads?
From there, we did the Enchanted Tiki Room, which I was telling Nicole, I cannot remember the last time that I did Enchanted Tiki Room here in Disney World. I remember doing it in Disneyland, and I can't remember if I've done it since then at Disney World, but it's one of those ones that I love so much, but I just don't get to do it as much. Like, I need to make that a priority when I'm in Magic Kingdom, to go see the Enchanted Tiki Room, because it's just like, you can usually get on it really quick without much of a wait, because it's continual. It's not that long of a show once you're in there, and it's just a nice little sit down, and I love the music and the whole tropical Polynesian feel that's in there. So I need to do Tiki Room more in my life. We went over and we wanted to go to lunch, so we went to the Diamond Horseshoe and we put our name in, and that's the one that it used to only be open seasonally, and I'm not sure, I think it still might just be seasonal during kind of peak times of the year that it's open. But Diamond Horseshoe used to be like a quick service location, and now they've kind of made it a sit-down restaurant. So it is a table service restaurant. They have a buffet there that you can order from, and then they also have the a la carte menu. So lots of really good options in there. So we wanted to eat there, and we ate vegan yesterday, and we had the vegan stuffed peppers, which was great. So I'll get to a little bit more about that in a minute. But once we put our name in there at Diamond Horseshoe, we had about an hour to wait. So we ended up kind of just like walking around. We walked back over to Main Street USA and just kind of hung out, took everything in, just kind of watched all the action on Main Street, because it's just so relaxing to sit on Main Street. And the citizens of Main Street USA came up and were talking to us, and they were just absolutely hilarious. And there's really so much magic that lives on Main Street, and it's cool to see people coming in on Main Street and their reactions to seeing the castle, and that was just really cool. We found like this little nook, as we called it, that you could just kind of hang out. It's the one that it has steps and there's the mail slot there. So we were just like sitting in there in the shade, and it was really nice. It was a nice little relaxing part of the day. Then from there, it was time to start heading back for our reservation, because we knew that they were probably going to call us soon since we had our name in. And Nicole's husband, Jim, was able to meet up with us, and we all went and had our lunch, and we had the vegan stuffed peppers, which were just so good. They were incredible. I was very interested in like how it would taste compared to a regular stuffed pepper, and they use that Impossible burger meat, which is what they have over at Flower and Garden Festival right now at the vegan booth there. So I'm interested to see that today. And I had tried at the Food and Wine Festival the Impossible food booth that they had set up at Food and Wine, so I knew that I liked that product. So it was cool to have it now in like a full entree size and have it in the stuffed pepper.
We're here for lunch at Diamond Horseshoe. Here's our cornbread and vegan cornbread. Looks good. Looks so good.
Lunch was just amazing. It was so nice to hang out with both Nicole and Jim together. They are just such sweet people, so that was really, it was a special time. It was nice for us to all hang out and talk and get to catch up. So then once we were finishing up eating, we actually got to walk outside and catch the pretty much most of the Festival of Fantasy parade, which that is my favorite parade that Disney has ever done. So I get so excited to see Festival of Fantasy. And it was funny because like right as we were paying the check, we could see outside that Festival of Fantasy was going past, and you could see like it started to slow down, and at one point it even almost came to a full stop, and we were like, what's going on? And we're like, I think they're waiting for us to get out there. And sure enough, like as soon as we then walked outside, they were only on like, it was on the Ariel float, which was perfect because Ariel's my favorite princess. So the fact that we walked out right when the Ariel float was right in front of us there, that was amazing. But right then it kind of started moving normal pace again. So they were just kind of waiting for us. So that was magical. Finished watching Festival of Fantasy, we made our way over towards Tomorrowland, and we were kind of heading over there just like with no plans really in mind, just kind of seeing what we wanted to get up to. We were going to try to get back on Buzz Lightyear again if time allowed for it, if it wasn't like a super long wait. So we kind of were like just heading over in that general direction, and then everyone was craving kind of a sweet treat, and we saw that at Anti-Gravity's they have one of the brand new Dole Whip flavors, which is the Adventures Out There cone. It's really cute. It's themed to Up, so it has like the balloon candy on it, and it is mango Dole Whip. It is incredible. So we all got that, and it was delicious. Okay, we just got the Adventures Out There cone. I'm with Nicole and Jim. Hello. This is so yummy, and look how cute it is. This is from Anti-Gravity's. It's like not as tart as like the pineapple Dole Whip, and like I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it, and I ended up loving it. So like, and I still love my classic Dole Whip, like don't get me wrong, but now it's nice to have, I'm loving all these different variations that they have. It's really cool. So on this trip I want to try especially the Hey Hey cone, which is the raspberry and pineapple. That looks so good. So that's over at Aloha Isle in Magic Kingdom. They also have a Rapunzel cone, which is the Lost Princess cone, and that one has lemon Dole Whip, which also looks so good. So there's like so many different new Dole Whip flavors. Oh, and the Peter Pan float, that one's been out for a while, and I've been wanting to get that one. That's in Fantasyland, and it is a lime Dole Whip, and you can even get the Peter Pan float that has Sprite and then lime Dole Whip. This trip, I don't know, we'll see how many I can accomplish. So we had such a good time just like hanging out there, having our ice cream treats, our Dole Whip, mango Dole Whips, and then we went over to see what the wait time would be like for Buzz Lightyear, and it was still pretty long, so we ended up kind of heading towards People Mover, but that also, for some reason, had a pretty long line, so we were like, Carousel of Progress? Because that one usually never has a line. The fact that it's rotational, like, they always can get people in very quickly, and I always enjoy doing Carousel of Progress. It is, you know, the kind of attraction that started it all. It was something Walt Disney, you know, worked on. There's a lot of Disney history with that attraction and the whole World's Fair tie-in. And fun fact, my grandparents that we're traveling with, they can actually remember when seeing Carousel of Progress when it was at the 1964 World's Fair in New York. So it's really cool that they can like remember seeing that, and the fact that they were there for that.
Score yet?
Well, it was feasible until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Your turn, Grandma. Let's switch the image over to the TV so the resident flying ace can show you how it works. Now, it's a little tricky. Just use your game glove to fly behind the other guy and blast him with your laser blaster.
Laser blaster? Well, I'll give it a try.
Take a look around, Grandma. You're in the ship.
Feels like I'm really there.
Okay, get ready.
So we all rode Carousel of Progress together, and then when we got off of that, we went back like hoping that Buzz Lightyear would have a low wait time, but it still was it was like 75 minutes, and it didn't look like that, but we asked the cast member and they were like, yeah, we have a lot of fast passes that we're trying to get in, so it didn't work out that we were able to do it. But I kept telling Nicole, I was like, I'm gonna max out this week. I said at some point you're gonna get a text message from me and I'm gonna be like, guess what? I just got all 9. But what we did do when we were back there in Tomorrowland was we went over and met with Buzz Lightyear because he was doing his meet and greet, and there was like nobody in line to meet him. Everyone was in line for his ride, but no one was there to meet Buzz. So we went over and met with Buzz Lightyear. We're hanging out in Magic Kingdom. We're having such a fun day. And we are now going to go meet Buzz Lightyear. And Nicole told me earlier all of the tips and tricks, because I've always been horrible at the ride Buzz Lightyear, and you've now taught me like the certain things to look for, and
You did really good.
I know, I was in the 200,000s. You were like, I'm just gonna help you, and you still ended up beating me, which was hilarious. But yeah, it was so, like, I've never gotten that good of a score, and now we're trying to get back on it if the line ever dies down over there.
She has to get all, it's gonna happen.
I think it's gonna happen some point here.
Get that one underserved.
That's the one.
That's how you become a galactic hero.
Galactic hero. Yeah, I then need my button. I'm gonna need the galactic hero button when it happens. It's gonna happen.
I believe it. You're close.
I'm close. Thanks to you. You gave me the Buzz Lightyear 101.
A little education.
And there's Buzz. Look at him. Oh, so cute. Oh, that's cute. Hey, Buzz! Hello! Nice to meet you! And the pictures turned out super cute. That was a very fun meet and greet. After that, we made our way kind of back over to the hub, and then we headed back towards Fantasyland. And we were able to walk through the castle too when we were heading back to Fantasyland, which is something I cannot remember the last time that I was able to walk through the castle. Okay, we're actually getting to walk through the castle. This is like a rarity. They never have the castle open because it's usually always something else going on. I don't even remember the last time I've been inside, like walking. It's probably when I ate at Cinderella's Royal Table and you could see like part of the mirror and stuff from the backside. Oh, so magical. Oh my gosh, it really has such an effect when you walk in this way and can take it all in. Once we were back in Fantasyland, we went and we did Mickey's PhilharMagic, which is so cute. I always really enjoy that. And then what else did we do? Oh, and then we did It's a Small World. Always love It's a Small World, and it was just really nice to, like, you know, kind of sing along and have that classic Disney ride. That was the last thing that I did there that day with Jim and Nicole. So we all made our way back down Main Street USA, met back up with my parents and grandparents, and all got to chat for a little bit, which was really nice. And then from there, me and my parents and grandparents all went over to the Polynesian. So we just got over to the Polynesian. I said goodbye to my friends, Nicole and Jim. That was so amazing to get to hang out with them today in Magic Kingdom. We had such a good time. What do they have? We're now looking for the Alex and Annie annual pass holder. Because we still had our car over there, and it was really cool. We went and just like hung out at Polynesian. I got to FaceTime a really good friend and chat for a bit, and then we watched the fireworks on the Polynesian beach, which was just breathtaking. It was so cool to have like that perspective where you can see the castle across the lagoon and just kind of sit there and take all that in. So that was really magical.
That's probably the band.
Yeah, so that was our day yesterday. It was so perfect. I feel so blessed that I was able to spend time with Jim and Nicole. They are just the sweetest people and such inspirations in my life. So I really had just the best time. Perfect day, like absolutely perfect. Hello! So today we have had such a fun, relaxing day. We went to Walmart this morning, which you're probably like, oh what? But the Walmart in Orlando, newsflash, is like the greatest thing. Okay, so this is my haul from the Orlando Walmart. I ended up buying 3 pairs of flip-flops.